very quiet.
Yeah, it's nice today. It's great. Can you have the leasing agreement like you had talked with Pen? Your title. Perfect. Awesome. All right, so the payment. So that was the 2 guest room for $80.
And I've already paid that in November of last year.
November.
You accepted my money in November of last year.
Okay.
I would like to, though, make this my payment for also next year, since it applies, and to come in next month and reapply for 2018 is
18?
crazy. So I want to pay for that now. I'm happy to pay for that portion now, but my last year is paid for. And would I be charged a full $80 for a 4-month permit? It's $80 a year. You have not allowed me to operate.
I don't think we prorate.
Well, you should.
It's not in the business bylaw, in the business license.
Well, in
bylaw.
that case, you already have my $80. You attempted to return it to me. I did not cash the check.
Let's see. It was under the Roxanne House.
Roxanne House. Let's make it Roxanne House. The lady who owns the Roxanne House in Vancouver got her feelings hurt. I'm happy to pay it again if I have to. I just want to get it back eventually.
Yeah, no, I just check here.
And I really don't think it's fair to charge me $80 for, and I'm not even going to probably be able to book anything for 7 weeks, which means I'll probably have this by the time I re-register with HomeAway, put my stuff on Airbnb and get any bookings, odds are I'll have maybe bookings in December, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for me to pay $80 for bookings in December seemed not fair to me. But if I have to, I'll get it back some other way. I'll just make sure it comes back.
So it shows it was refunded. So
I did not cash the
anything.
check. I thought refunding would be in some kind of agreement.
Okay, so we need the check back then.
I have
because
no
we
idea
don't
where it
have
is.
the
It was
check.
disposed
Okay,
of.
so we'll need to get another $80 payment. 'cause we
Okay,
have
so
no
you'll just pay
payment
me
right
back.
now.
Yeah, so okay, super. And you'll return that, you'll rewrite the check to me from before? Because I did not keep the check. I don't know where the check is. It came, I was told about it. I said, make sure it does not get deposited, because that would mean being accepting that the city said, here's your refunded money. And I said, I'm not accepting that you guys have canceled my contract. I want to be heard by the council. I want to take care of these things. So if I had cashed the check, it would have been taken as I agree that my permit has been canceled, and I didn't want to agree to it. So cashing the check would have put me in a position of accepting some terms that I didn't like.
Okay,
So that's why I
don't
didn't.
think they kept the check when they
What?
issue a refund. I don't think they kept the check. They would have.
Well, that check is not, have them look it up and find out that check has never been cashed, and now it's too late to cash it because it's more than 90 days old.
Okay, so it's been voided.
It's
Basically.
been voided, so I need it to be reissued.
Oh, right. Okay. I
Or
see
you
what
can keep,
mean.
since it's been voided, you can keep the money, and I won't pay you now.
Yeah, yeah. No, I see what you mean. So
Right.
I'll contact finance and ask them to reissue that.
Okay,
then.
so then you're gonna take $80 out of
Okay,
this,
So that. What kind
plus
of card
next
is
year,
that?
it's a Visa.
It's a Visa. Perfect.
Yeah. And you'll take out next year's too, that way I don't have to come back.
So to do next year, so we will need another application form.
Just copy that whole thing, it's the same thing. You don't have to reapply every year for your business permit, do you? You do?
No.
Okay, well then Xerox that twice, because it's exactly the same information. That the contract I have with Keenan is for 2 years.
Okay, so for the 2018 licenses, so I'm okay to copy that as your second application. This is for 2 years, you said?
That's a
So
contract for
that-
2 years.
I'll take that too, no problem. The title should be fine as, okay, I have no problem taking the title for that. We'll need that for 2018.
Okay, that's fine. I'll make sure that it happens.
Okay.
But I overpaid them because I paid them $150, and they said we're prorated, and they said send us 75 more and you're done for next year. And I said, let me make sure they actually give me the frickin' permit first, because I don't know if you guys are really going to give me a permit, right?
For this year, yeah.
Well, okay, but how do I know? Yeah, I've heard yes 700 times in the past, so my faith in the system is none. But I'm happy to. You can go ahead and call Diana Dukes and
Diana,
see that I'm
yeah.
paid $75 into next year, and I'd be happy to pay more. But at the moment,
Okay.
I'm paid $75 in, and I
Yeah.
have to pay it, so that's fine.
Okay, so we'll do 2017 then.
No, in 2018 we'll do it too.
Well, I don't have the
Great.
membership.
Let me
for
get
this.
Diana on the phone, and I'll give her the next 75 now.
Okay, so I'll charge you 160 on this one.
Yes, and is the tourist agency here? In this
They
building?
no, I think they're in the Chamber of Commerce on Baker Street.
Okay, so this administration, I'm now at 67 hours of administration time where I have to come here and do these things. This will be another half an hour, right, of my time to go do this. I don't think it's fair. I think at some point, all of this extra work should not have been done. I should have been just given a license. I'm very upset. My house in Houston blew away in the flood. My house in the Caribbean, my father's house in the Caribbean was lost in Hurricane Irma. The last thing I have to do is run around after this $75.
Yeah.
So what do I do?
Oh, I didn't even ask you for a code. Oh, you have to sign it. That's why. There you go.
Oops. Okay. So this is $160 for this year and next year.
So that would,
And I have to
yeah,
and I have to forward you the Diana Dukes thing, and I'll forward you
for
that by
2018.
email. By email, I can do that.
Yeah.
Now, last time it took 10 days to come through.
The receipt?
The receipt for the
Oh,
invoice
okay.
because they made some mistake on the way,
Okay.
so it took 10 days. So if it doesn't come right away,
Okay,
I have to
it's
go
okay.
overseas. It could not get here until the 2018 is needed. We'll see. If it doesn't
Okay.
come, let me know. I will get a license in the mail when.
You got all your inspections, so by the end of next week you should have
By the
it.
end of next week, okay?
Yeah.
And when can I start re-renting? As soon as I get my license, the day I get it in the mail, or starting today?
Oh yeah, you can get it now. We have all the paperwork we need.
So I can start renting my house, and I have
Yeah.
a legal business permit,
Yeah.
and I won't be fined $10,000 a day. Is that what the rate is?
No.
What's the
it's-
rate? It said-
it's up to, I think it's $500 the fine.
I thought it was written up to $10,000 a day,
No, no, no.
up to $500 a day
Yeah, yeah.
for illegal renting.
Yeah.
So for every day that I was not able to rent my apartment because you guys made a mistake and took my license away for 8 months, will I be getting $500 a day? I think it seems reasonable because you guys set the rate, right?
You can write a request. I mean, I don't
Who
have
do I
the
write it
answer
to?
that, but you can direct it to Pam or to council.
To council? And
yeah.
who'd be the person who'd be making that decision?
That's a good question. I don't know if it would come from council to the finance department.
Okay,
I don't know.
I'll investigate
Yeah.
that when I return from
Yeah.
the flood and the earthquake. I want to review. I am going to send you $75 more to the tourist agency. They're going to send me my 218. I'm going to send that to you.
So 2018 would be more though.
2018, no, 160. You took 160.
So 160 is $80 for this year and $80 for next year.
Right,
Okay, and then the membership for the Nelson County Electric.
right. I have to pay them. I've paid for half of 2018 already. I know I have to
For
pay.
half of 2017.
No, I have paid half of 2017 and half of 2018 because I get the only option was $150. So I paid them, and they said, "But you're 6 months in, so we
Oh,
refund
I see.
75." And I said,
Okay,
"No,
okay.
keep the 75." So they have kept it. So I have paid 6 months
Okay.
in. It's funny for
Okay.
an inept government to be inept and have me run around to run a business if you're paid, but you and I are here and I am
Yeah,
not
yeah.
paid.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not funny for me. Okay? Okay, so my business is now active. You have approved my license. I can start advertising tomorrow on the internet.
I'll have Brian sign it. I can ask him to sign it now if that makes
Perfect.
you more comfortable.
That makes me totally comfortable because then I don't have to wait. Excellent. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, I'll scan everything. Thank you. All right. It's
All set?
signed. I'm gonna
It's
scan
set.
everything.
And
Yeah, you'll
and-
get your license in the mail.
and this is good for 2018 also. I don't have to come back in. right? Correct? Because you're going to copy that and apply for my 2018 license since I've paid for my 2018
We're
license
still
now.
missing a document for
But
2018.
but
so
as soon as I
we
send
have
that, but it
you'll
doesn't.
have the
I'm no longer
2018
required to show up in
license.
person to do this. This counts as my show up in person thing. Yes.
Because
Because I'm not flying back to Europe to do it.
See why not?
Excellent. Super.
Yeah.
So that would be a yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
You're
I
welcome.
apologize for being so frantic with this energy, but I am
It's
beyond
you
myself.
have a lot to do, and you did great. So
I
now
d-
we have it figured out.
really unnecessary and really shouldn't be happening.
If I have any questions for you, anything, the best way to contact
The
you is
only way to
email?
contact me is email. You can see
Okay.
by the letters I've sent to
Yeah.
the city that letters won't get to me. In fact, could I have a copy of all the emails you've sent to me or letters you sent to me up to this point regarding my property? Because when I did read the bylaws that Pam suggested, it was obvious to me I'd never been told my thing was refused, and a few of the bylaws were not taken care of. So I need a copy of every document the city has sent me regarding my property since 2000, let's say 15. That way, because
2000.
you never canceled my license, right? So whatever you've sent me, all of the documents that Pam or Megan or those
Yeah.
people have sent me regarding this, I'd like a complete set of seeing what was told to me and when it
Yeah.
was told. Because I'm overseas, there's a possibility I was informed of something by mail that was thrown away that I don't know. Because if I was, then the city is not liable. If they said, hey, this is a problem, you have 5 weeks to fix it. But I believe the city never informed me. They just shut me down. So I need proof
Okay.
that they informed me or they didn't inform me. So moving forward, if I have any problems, I can say, here's my scenario. So I'm requesting now that you send me a complete docket of any information
What we have on file.
of everything, because that would be all the communication that Megan gave me, right? And then Pam.
Yeah,
And then
see
I-
what
then
can
I'll have
put in
it.
the file and I
And
send
you can
back.
just do it in one, if you do it in one file and one letter, that would be easiest for me versus sending
One
9
PDF.
things.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.